This video will change your life. If you apply what I'm teaching you here today in this video, I am certain that your life will improve significantly. I want to give you a mindset shift, a mindset hack, whatever you want to call it. This all stemmed from a conversation I was having with a client who almost decided that she was going to get sick because her her partner was sick. And so it really got me thinking, and it's like we are literally speaking things into existence and creating things. Another woman I was talking to said that, something was going to take her a really long time. And I was like, well, who says it has to take a long time? Like, if you tell yourself it's going to take a long time, of course it's going to take a long time. What would happen if you actually told yourself that you were rebuilding more and more each day, or that you were fast tracking your success? Like, we need to be so mindful of what we actually are saying to ourselves and what we're creating with our words. And so I really want to give you a few examples of how to actually apply this and change your language to get completely different results. For example, when people in my household are sick, I decide that I am healthy and well, and this is what I tell myself: I'm healthy, I'm well, I have a strong immune system, I'm going to help them recover, and then that's all. I'm going to stay healthy, I'm going to stay well. When I do get sick or unwell, I tell myself and everyone else that I am having an immune system upgrade. I'm very intentional with my language. Other examples are, it's that whole saying, right? If you say, what is it, the quote? Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. And it's so freaking true, because it's like, how often do you tell yourself? I always say, I'm not a runner. I'm not a runner. I hate running. I can't run. I can't run that far. Always say it. And then literally the other day I was like, do you know what? I actually get to stop telling myself that story. I'm going to go for a run. And I literally ran for 26 minutes without stopping, which might not sound that long to people out there who run. But for me, I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. I didn't let myself look at the time. I just kept going until I'd done a certain distance I was aiming for. But it's really interesting what we're creating with our words. So I'd love for you to even think about, like, do you ever tell yourself that you're gonna have a shit day because one bad thing happened in the morning, or like you didn't have a great night's sleep, so you're like, oh, I'm gonna be so tired today's gonna be shit. Like, you're literally creating that with your words. So what if instead you, like, maybe you didn't have much sleep, what if you actually just said in the morning, I'm gonna have a great day today? Like, do you see how, like, certain that is and how intentional that is? Like, you're actually putting the intention out there to have a great day, and that is what you will create. And so, for example, even like not getting 8 hours sleep, if you find that when you do have less sleep, you are lethargic or tired, or you're telling yourself that you're tired, it's like, if you keep telling yourself that you're tired, you will be tired. I myself haven't had a full proper night's sleep since my son was born, since even before my son was born. It's been like over nearly 2.5 years since he was born. Yet, I get up every day. I could say I'm tired, but instead, I actually go, today's going to be a great day. I have energy. I literally have a dance party. I shift my state. I do things to intentionally create, or rather transform my energy and feel more alive, right? If I was sitting there telling myself I was tired all the time, I'd never get anything done, and I'd probably be miserable. So this is where you really need to think about, what are you conditioning your mind to believe? What are you telling yourself? And you actually get to decide to believe something different. So I really encourage you to have a think about this, apply it to your own life. If you find this really interesting in terms of language and how it works with your unconscious mind, this is something huge that I teach my clients. And it's when you can learn to use your language intentionally and become aware of the impact that it has on your unconscious mind and your results and your life, you can honestly create whatever you want, and you can completely change your life, your outlook, your reality. Literally everything can change simply by learning about your language and how to use it powerfully. So if you are interested in learning more about that, please feel free to reach out. If you have any questions at all, you can pop them in the comments, or you can send me a message over on Instagram. I would absolutely love to connect with you. I share a lot more over there, and a lot more like bite-sized chunks of, mindset shifts, hacks, all the things. So definitely come and connect with me over there if you want more. Bye.